Sometimes in daily conversation, we have to say or repeat what someone else said to another person. This is what we call reported speech, and there are two ways in which we can do this. Hello everyone, welcome to a new lesson. This is Maria, and today we're going to learn how to use the reported speech in Spanish. Let's get right into it. As I said before, there are two ways to say what someone else said. El primero es el estilo directo. The first one is the direct style. El estilo directo es muy fácil. It's pretty simple. You just say the exact words of the other person with quotation marks, like this. Quiero comida mexicana. I want Mexican food. If someone wanted to report my speech directly, that would be María dice, quiero comida mexicana. María says, I want Mexican food. Another example. El sol está muy brillante. El sol está muy brillante. The sun is very bright. Then someone wants to report directly what I said. It would be María dice, el sol está muy brillante. Maria says, the sun is very bright. Pretty simple, right? But we do not normally talk like that, right? If someone asks you, ¿qué dijo María? You're not going to go like, María dijo, el sol está muy brillante, right? I think that the direct style of reported speech is more common in texts or books when there is an omniscient narrator. Un narrador omnisciente, an omniscient narrator, is the person who tells the story but they're not in the story. Now let's get into the juicy part, how to use the indirect speech. Cuando necesitamos reportar una orden, utilizamos el subjuntivo. When we need to report a command, we use the subjunctive. Cuando necesitamos reportar una declaración, utilizamos el indicativo. When we need to report a statement, we use the indicative. Vamos a comenzar por el último. Let's start with the last one. Estamos en una reunión con unos amigos. We're at a gathering with a couple of friends. Valentina. La música está muy alta. The music is too loud. Then David asks, Oye, ¿qué dice Valentina? Hey, what does Valentina say? And then Karen responds, Ella dice que la música está muy alta. You see how I was the omniscient narrator? I was telling you the story, but I was not in the story, and I was using the direct way to explain to you the indirect way. Anyway, let's break down what happened here. Ella dice que la música está muy alta. Ella dice que la música está muy alta. Instead of using the colon, we use que to report what someone else said in the indirect style. We also use the third person because we are talking about her. And when talking about the indirect style, we are always going with the third person. Keep this in mind. As you can see, the question was made in the present tense. ¿Qué dice? Dice to say in the present tense and in the third person, Valentina. And that's why we responded in the present tense. Ella dice, ella dice, she says, que la música está muy alta. But, and I guess there are different opinions about this, but in my opinion, in this same scenario, this question could come in the past tense too. Because even though Valentina said that a second ago, it's already said. It's already in the past. You just watched the beginning of this video a few minutes ago, but that already happened. It's already in the past. So the question could come like this too. ¿Qué dijo Valentina? ¿Qué dijo Valentina? What did Valentina say? Ella dijo, she said, que la música está muy alta. She said that the music is too loud. As you can see, not much has changed from the sentences. In the present tense example, we responded dice with the present tense. In the past tense example, we responded dijo with the past tense in the third person. Nothing else has changed because the music is still too loud. That's probably why David couldn't hear her. In the present. Now, let's say that after Valentina said that the music was too loud, the person who has their phone connected to the Bluetooth speaker turns it down because he's totally into her. And after that, David says, ¿Qué dijo Valentina? What did Valentina say? Ella dijo que la música estaba muy alta. Ella dijo que la música estaba muy alta. She said that the music was too loud. In that case, we also had to change the other verb in the sentence to the past. Keep in mind that for reported speech, we're using the imperfect tense when it comes to the past. So basically, to do the reported speech, we need to take into account the tense and the conjugations for the third person. I know it sounds like a lot of steps, but it really isn't too complicated. After a couple of times using it, it will come naturally. Let's see another example. Valentina says, Quiero correr mañana temprano. I want to go jogging tomorrow morning. Then David asks, ¿Qué dice Valentina? What does Valentina say? ¿Qué dice Valentina? Then Karen, who's also there, responds, Dice que quiere ir a correr mañana temprano. Dice que quiere ir a correr mañana temprano. Now, in the past, Valentina says, Quiero ir a correr mañana temprano. I want to go jogging tomorrow morning. Quiero ir a correr mañana temprano. David asks, ¿Qué dijo Valentina? ¿Qué dijo Valentina in the past? What did Valentina say? Karen responds, Ella dijo que quería ir a correr mañana temprano. Ella dijo, she said, que quería ir a correr mañana temprano.
She said she wanted to go jogging tomorrow morning.
If you ask me, saying in this scenario, dijo que quiere ir a correr mañana temprano is also valid. Dijo que quiere instead of quería, quiere, for me is also valid because she still wants to go jogging tomorrow morning, even though the question was asked in the past. Now, let's see an example with the subjunctive. Remember, we use the subjunctive when the sentence is a command. Usamos el subjuntivo cuando la oración es una orden. Valentina says, abre la ventana. Abre la ventana. Open the window. David asks, ¿Qué dijo Valentina? ¿Qué dijo Valentina? What did Valentina say? Karen responds, Valentina dijo que abrieras la ventana. Valentina dijo que abrieras la ventana. Valentina said to open the window. As you can see, we use the verb abrir in the subjunctive third person. Let's see another example. Valentina says, Bájale el volumen. Bájale el volumen. Turn it down. And this could be the TV, the music, etc. David asks, ¿Qué dijo Valentina? ¿Qué dijo Valentina? What did Valentina say? Karen responds, dijo que le bajaras el volumen. Dijo que le bajaras el volumen. She said to turn it down. Okay, and that's all I had for you today. I hope I made myself clear. And if you enjoyed this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button so it reaches more people. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you see all the upcoming lessons that are going to be good. Nos vemos pronto!